Hi, my name is Syon Bhanot. I'm an economist here at Swarthmore College. I've been thinking a lot about COVID-19 through the lens of my field, which is behavioral economics. Writing a fair bit in a number of media about, about the crisis through that lens. I just wanted to share sort of two thoughts that I'm, currently really salient in my mind as I think about this crisis, both from a behavioral perspective and just sort of a bigger picture perspective. The first thing is really thinking about this crisis through the lens of pro-social behavior and social norms, right? So this is a crisis that's requiring us to undertake a lot of actions that are costly to us, but beneficial to the collective, So whether that's staying in your house, I mean, it's a pain. A lot of people don't like doing it. For a lot of people, it's very difficult to do financially or psychologically. But at the same time, we need everyone to do that, right? We need people to take that aspect of their role in this crisis seriously, and that's a really big challenge, right? Encouraging people to be pro-social has always been a big challenge for policymakers, decision makers, and so on. So if you're sitting there thinking about how do I encourage other people to do the right thing, it's so frustrating. I would discourage you from taking pictures of people doing the wrong thing and tweeting about it. That just spreads the norm of look at all this bad stuff that other people are doing. Maybe it's not so bad that I go out too when I see these videos of people jogging in the park. But rather use your own power as a change creator in others by starting to spread social norms as a positive antivirus almost, right? So when you are leaving your house or have to leave your house, make a really concerted effort to keep your distance from other people, right? Follow the guidelines. So maintain at least 6 feet away from other people. If you see somebody walking down the street towards you, make a really concerted effort to cross to the other side first and give them a friendly wave, but from distance, right? I'd also encourage folks to wear masks just as a sign of social solidarity at the very minimum, to show that I care about other people. I don't want to expose other people to my germs, even if when you're jogging. So I've been jogging and putting my mask up and then pulling it down when I need to take a deep breath. I think that sends a signal to the community that you live in that, look, I take seriously all of your health as well, right? So there is something we can do. We can try to spread that good social norm. The second thing that's been increasingly on my mind is the sort of, the sort of negative impacts of this crisis on more than just health via the virus, right? So there's the financial impacts of this crisis are, for some people, devastating, right? And I think we're still coming to grips with how devastating they've been. The mental health impacts on people across the spectrum, both students, faculty, alums. I mean, everyone is affected here in our community, but broadly in society as well, right? It's really challenging to be non-social in this way. And I think that's something that we are really not hearing much about, but I think it's going to become more and more salient as this crisis deepens. And the final, just related thought that I had, and I've been increasingly thinking about, is this idea of wealth inequality. I mean, if you look at, for example, in April, the stock market has gone up a really large percentage. Obviously, on net, it's still gone down a lot. So the stock market's kind of gone up, but at the same time, tens of millions of people have lost their jobs in the same month, right? So you have people who have jobs and maybe are more likely, therefore, to have stocks and bonds and things like that. They're sort of making money in April, while at the same time, a large chunk of the population here in America and all over the world is now out of work and is not receiving pay, right? So the effect of that on wealth inequality is just this explosion. You almost couldn't script something up to make inequality explode more than this. So that's just something to keep in mind. It's something we're going to have to reckon with for quite some time. So all that to say, I mean, there's a lot of social science that is involved here in thinking about how to solve these problems. I think we need creative solutions. We need a fact-based decision framework here. We need to find the right middle grounds to sort of navigate this sort of opening up versus staying in our homes forever. I mean, neither one is the right path. We need to find a middle ground, really base our decisions on science, thinking, research, reason, and try our best individually to sort of bring that into our own psychology when we think about the crisis as well. So yeah, that's it for me. Hopefully you all are staying healthy and happy and safe, and I would just encourage you to stay vigilant, maintain and continue to maintain social distance when you're out, but at the same time, make an effort to reach out to folks who you feel like are really having a hard time, right? They need you right now. you need to reach out to them, whether it's because they're having financial difficulty, psychological difficulty, whatever the case may be. You're still empowered to make the lives of other people better through direct communication with them, your friends, your family, your neighbors, and so on. Let's try to encourage that social spirit and that collective spirit, even if we can't all be, together physically. But we will be soon, and I'm looking forward to that as much as you guys are. So thanks for listening, and I'll see you soon, and maybe I'll shake your hand soon too.